Hello and welcome back to Trails Through Daybreak. So in the last episode, unlike this atmosphere here, we had very tense atmosphere. We went through and broke into Vegas Films to confront President Dillon. We found him in the basement, and he had kidnapped Sarah, and we saved her, but he sicked some monster on us, literally Susano robot, and then ran off and got killed by Melchior and his boss. So after that, we decided to still hold the festival. So we're holding the festival now, but the night before, Shahina went off alone and encountered Almada boss guy. Don't know what his name is yet. I don't think he's been introduced, but she encountered him, but she's okay because we saw her at the opening ceremony thing. So we'll see what that's all about later. But for now, we got good vibes going on. So let's put everything else aside and just have good vibes for probably this whole episode, depending on these side quests. We have a lot of NPCs and 3 quests to do by the looks of it, because there's 1 in each district. Maybe more. Maybe there's 4. I don't know. But let's get started.
All right.
Looks like we got a 4 SPG. Info has just come in that a dangerous giant monster, that Jahana Frau, has appeared in the Sand Sea. Please take care of this beast in the guild stead. Sure. Easy. We didn't even need to talk about that. Sinum's over there, working hard. Where? Things might be a little confusing for her at first, but the longer she does it, the more she'll come to grips with everything. It's our job to teach her as much as we can, as quick as we can, so that she can come to live an honest and independent life. Should probably follow up on that. Where are you? There she is.
Need some spices, perhaps?
Hello, welcome. We've got sweet honey and the freshest apples in town. Won't you buy some, maybe? This is so awkward. Do I really have to yell all the time? I don't know what the heck I'm supposed to say. But I can't give up. I have to make at least some sales so I don't get fired. Hang in there, Sinem. Just give it all you've got. You're getting there. Once you find out how tasty these apples are, you'll have to stop yourself from stealing more, just like me. Crap, I shouldn't have said that much. I need to change my approach pronto. I don't know, that's an interesting sales pitch. Things are as bustling as ever over here, but somehow it feels a little different compared to yesterday. It's tough to explain. The parents of my daughter's new friend, the ones from out of town, came to say hello. They seem like incredibly nice people. They're taking her to the film festival, which I appreciate. I'm too busy to work to go, and was apprehensive about letting her go alone.
Hello.
That's good. That they're taking her, not that you're not with her. But
Thanks for shopping.
wanted 10 of each. I always knew something was fishy about those horrible hookahs, but I never imagined they were using unapproved ingredients. I had some in stock myself, unfortunately. It makes me glad I kept recommending the traditional ones to customers. I did get pretty worried since I had customers who bought some of the horrible hookahs I had in stock. Thankfully, from the way it looks this morning, they all seem to have calmed down. Can't tell you what a relief that is. I hear ya.
Oh, come in.
The city feels a little different from how it was yesterday. There's a much more positive energy in the air. I guess we had the film festival to thank for that. I think I'll stay around and soak in the atmosphere. I don't know very much at all about motion pictures, but it's a good opportunity to learn about what young people think these days. No, that's unnecessary.
You won't find this just...
We're on day 3, nothing's changed. Although there might be rare or normal. Yeah, it's the festival. They could have festival specific in food. The festival is as bustling as you'd expect. It feels like night and day compared to how things were yesterday. Mind you, we still did good business even during all that weirdness. We weren't hurting for Mira, that's for sure. Still, whatever happened, I'm glad it's behind us. I feel a lot more comfortable selling my meat when the city feels alive like this.
Hey,
Sure.
What'll it be?
Okay. Someone's got to have a festival-only thing, though.
Why, hello. Thank
No.
you.
I have
Why,
that, right?
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank you. Why, hello. Thank you.
Why, hello. Thank you. Okay, we got cops. Things have finally calmed down today. I'm still wondering what the heck was going around here yesterday, though. Whatever it was, I'm glad it's over. I was starting to worry that if that's what the Central East was always like. Now I can just enjoy the film festival without worrying about that and start getting excited for the next trip I'm taking. I'm so shocked and humbled to know His Highness is at the hammam. I'd heard he was an affable man, but to witness him in person, I'd never dreamed the day would come I would have the honor of protecting someone from the royal family alongside Najee. It's an extremely great honor, as you can imagine, not just as a bracer, but as someone versed in Elsime's royal sword fighting style. Sure? That was a nasty turn of events last night, and it's a shame those orbital hookahs proliferated as far as they did, even if only temporarily. Thankfully, none of that has stopped the festival. Now it's time to do my part to ensure it's a good event for the people of Tharbad. I have to do whatever I can to help mitigate any disturbances and other concerns that might arise, so that everyone can get the most out of today. Yeah. Despite today being the film festival, everyone, our guests, the merchants, and other tourists, has mellowed out a bit, it feels like. What do you think was going on? Thankfully, nothing ended up happening here, in the inn, but I still can't help but wonder. Well, the festival's starting, which means more guests for us. As for my mother always says, it's time to get cracking and work. Romani's back to his usual self now. Oh, that guy over there. Yeah. Which I'm glad to see. What do you think was going on earlier? That was so odd. You know, I feel like I haven't seen any of those orbital hookahs today. Wait, they couldn't have been behind it, could they? Well, whatever it was, I can't stop worrying about what's going on out there and get back to focusing on my business now. The real festival's going to be kicking off soon. I bet all the bars tonight are going to be more alive than they've ever felt.
Looking is always free, you know.
You just immediately assume it was the hookahs? She's smart. She's too smart.
For more anytime.
I'm saving ingredients. What happened to me yesterday? My memory's pretty fuzzy, but I guess I had Hala and her family pretty worried for a bit. It's not like anything could have changed overnight, but why do things feel so different all of a sudden? If I had to guess, maybe it's got something to do with the festival starting and those orbital hookahs disappearing from stores. Who knows? Who knows? It's crazy, isn't it? This music is so peaceful. There's still a lot of energy surrounding the film festival, but it feels nothing like the craziness that was happening yesterday. Maybe the rumors I've been hearing about those confiscated orbital hookahs being the culprit really were true. Anyway, at least we all managed to make it to the festival in one piece. Now to go out and enjoy it while I can. Shit, that's gonna proc start. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I have to actually interact with them. Okay. I heard you all helped out with that whole Vegas Films mess. Thank you. It seems you're more trustworthy than I gave you credit for. From what Fee has told me, you're all really capable, even more than we were originally expecting, to be honest. Just because those orbital hookahs have been confiscated doesn't mean we can breathe a sigh of relief and take it easy now. Almada's almost certainly still has their eye on something else. We have to be on high alert all throughout the festival. Not with this music going, though. Now that's the smell of those... Now that the smell of those fake hookahs is gone, the real stuff tastes even better. Nothing beats tradition there. In any case, I'm glad to see that the young folks have calmed down. Now I can simply sit back and enjoy all the excitement that the film festival has brought to the city. The young folks in these parts appear to have calmed down considerably. What could have happened to make them so mellow now? I don't see those wretched mechanical hookahs any longer either. Ha! That'd certainly go a long way if they got rid of those terrible things. I suppose I can let bygones be bygones now that they've all learned to act human once again. Well, all save one, that is. I'm talking about that Salvatore Gotti's films. Gehenna will freeze before I ever have anything good to say about that man's filth. They're entitled to your opinion, it's fine. Just to be fully sure. Okay, I didn't know if there's going to be, like, unique dialogue there. No, I really lost my mind yesterday. It was pathetic. All I did was make my family worry about me. I thought I'd enjoy a little of the unique local tobacco, but I guess that goes to show why you should always look before you leap. With all the trouble I caused my family, I need to make it up to them. So today, with the film festival, it's all about them. That includes looking after my son's new friend like any responsible parent should. Good for you. My husband's back to his normal self. I'm just grateful that our son didn't get caught up in the commotion. But I still wonder what happened. The seller did apologize for those hookahs being unauthorized or whatever it was. Was it really? I have a lot of questions and concerns still, but right now I'm gonna try to enjoy the film festival, especially while Imani's with us. No, you're Imani. This movie festival is totally unlike the festivals we usually have around here. It's great. Are Western festivals like this? No way, we don't have any festivals like this in my town either. My dad told me that this one is special and that an amazing guy called Salvatore Gotti came up with it. Oh wow, I didn't know that. I don't know a lot about movies actually. Could you maybe tell me about Western movies while we walk around? I want to learn more. Yeah, okay. There are movies about everything. They even make ones based on picture books. If I see them at the festival, I'll tell you. My dad is all better now. Yippee! Now we can all enjoy the film festival. I'm gonna walk around and see what's going on with my new friend. Once the film festival's over, I plan to give Imani this picture book I brought with me just before I go home. I hope she likes it. She will. Mother, Jamole said it's okay for me to go back outside. It's much calmer now than it was yesterday. I'm so glad. Clem's going home soon, so we're going to enjoy the film festival while we can. Nope. The trouble from yesterday seems to have died down, so I've told the children it's okay to go outside, especially since it's festival day. That said, with all these crowds around, they should still only walk around the festival if they have a guardian accompanying them. Still, the film festival is a wonderful opportunity for them. It's important for them to get to have all sorts of experiences.
Well,
sure is. I have to wonder what all that crazy fervor going on earlier was. It must not have had anything to do with the festival itself, because things are definitely calmer than they were yesterday. I guess I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions and pinned the blame on the festival, but the whole thing is still very odd. The film festival is now upon us. After yesterday's disturbances, I still have my worries, but ultimately it's a day I welcome. After all, such cultural exchanges have fostered mutual understanding between people and long contributed greatly to Tharbad's development. It's true that some people here worry about the festival's effects on our culture and way of living. It is true, and nobody can deny that. It's our place as the temple to recognize those concerns and the communal balance and address those things in a responsible manner. Gotcha. I don't think there's anyone upstairs. Yeah, they'd show up on that map. Nope, there's Gotti. This is where the parade's gonna kick off later. I've been watching them put it all together, and it's looking like it'll be out of this world. But I can't just stand here gawking at it. I'm gonna try spying on their practice sessions to see what I can use to up my game. Man, she is dedicated. Oh, there's the float. A lot happened this week, but at least we finally get to see the parade. I like movies too, but what I really want to see is Sarah dancing. She's gonna look so pretty in the parade. She's always so beautiful too. Anyway, I gotta help get things ready. Talk to you guys later. No one else over here. Hey, if it isn't my favorite Spriggan and Company, get a load of this. My pride and joy is ready to be unleashed upon this city. You all will be in for one hell of a show, more than you can possibly imagine. It'll shock and amaze you in ways you didn't know were shockable. Old Gaspard wouldn't want anyone moping over him, so I'm staying focused on delivering the glitziest, most glamorous show I've ever seen. As for what happened last night, well, I plan to say basically the same thing in my speech later. Rumors are already beginning to float around. The way I see it, people won't be able to enjoy the festival if they have any misgivings about it. That said, I always give my speeches off the cuff. No scripts from me. You gotta talk from the heart to reach people, in my opinion. It is the best way. Oh, hey guys, I was just lending a hand with the preparations for the big parade. The procession's going to start from the plaza here, so I thought it'd be nice if we locals pitched in to make sure it goes off without a hitch. After all, we're talking about her big debut here. After watching her for so long from the sidelines, I can't not help her, can I? They'll be filming the whole thing from that airship too, so it's gotta look absolutely perfect from every possible angle. Sure? Okay, that's everyone I feel comfortable talking to, because walking in is going to start main story, so we'll save them for after. I will very quickly.
Then let's head over.
Entrance? Only entrance? Why can't I go to the depths? That's weird. I mean, I doubt there's any unique monsters, but I'm going to check. Oh, well that explains it. The water's too high to go to the depths. Okay. We almost got attacked. Understandable.
Off we go.
And we're moving on. Surprisingly, not that many people out here that you can interact with, considering it's the festival. And I noticed things have calmed down finally. Thank the goddess. Wonder if the cops were actually useful for once. There's still a lot to do with the festival, but now I feel a bit more confident about making it through it all in one piece. It probably doesn't hurt with the sightseeing airships flying around, folks on the ground are paying more attention to the sky. Oh. Hold on, I gotta look up. Is there more than one, or is it just that one? Isn't that the prince's airship? I think that's the only one. Huh. Nope, and you got the TV vehicles. I don't know what happened between last night and today, but there hasn't been anyone fighting this morning. I sure ain't gonna complain. Now I can go back to enjoying the festival in peace. Let's forget all of that craziness and enjoy the film festival the way it was meant to be. Our prince has brought out that amazing airship and everything. Okay, so it is just his. It'd be a waste not to live it up and have fun.
Looking to buy something? See you again.
You're gonna regret not making a festival-specific dish. I suppose the young master has indeed learned from his mistakes, inelegant as his choice of words may be, though I can only imagine it will now take even longer for his father to give him permission to go on trips outside the city. Ideally, it would be best if you spoke about your issues to your father directly, in your own words, young master. A little sleep is all I needed to shake off all that agitation I was feeling yesterday. I feel like a new man again. I'm not sweating it at this point. It's not like my old man's caught wind of what happened anyway. Which means I can go out there and enjoy the film festival without anything weighing me down. Enough chit-chat. Time to see what this city is like in full party mode. I'm not missing out on the action. Oh, this guy. Oh yeah, I guess the film festival's going to start soon, isn't it? People seem to be awfully excited for it, but if that girl dances at the parade, I guess that means I really won't be seeing her at the nightclub ever again, will I? It was a short run, but when I think about it, maybe the film festival's the best way for her to close things out after all. Okay, that was a little less creepy, at least. Don't be shy, same thing as you. You are the only NPC in this whole area that never changes his dialogue.
See ya.
Kind of surprised. Rumors have started going around that a certain film studio is closely linked to those Orbital hookahs that have taken off around town. It's because all the cops showed up there right after they confiscated them. I think there's any truth to it. Whatever the case, I'm glad we kept our hands clean, especially since the police conducted those raids. Either way, now that the film festival's here, it's money-making season for us, so I'm not too worried. Is it? You guys making money? And we can't go in. Oh, thank God, the music doesn't change in here. I'm enjoying this song. The rich guy's gone. Looks like the big film festival's finally underway. For those of us in the leisure industry, it's a major event. Case in point, Mr. Gotti himself is known to patronize our fine establishment from time to time. I can only imagine how the festivities are going to play out with his kind of luck in play. I'll be keeping an eye out. The film festival might have still opened as planned, but everything's not as so rosy under the surface. After what happened at Vegas Films last night, some of the sponsors seem to be panicking. I hear they'll be making an official announcement of some sort. I have a feeling that, details depending, the casino will be implicated somehow. Hopefully the whole mess won't spell danger for Tharbad's leisure industry, but who knows? I don't think so. Why would it? Could it be true that the CEO of Vegas Films died last night because of what happened? There are rumors going around. Damn. That's more concrete than I thought. If it is, that certainly paints everything in a strange light, especially the fact that they're still putting on the film festival. Give me a break. I went looking around this morning and can't find a single Orbital hookah anywhere. After setting 10 million Mira on fire last night, you're telling me I can't even get a smoke to haze out my sorrows? I really could use something to take the edge off. I guess I'll have to make do with a regular old hookah. Ugh. I can't withdraw any more cash. Fine. I'll have to use what I've got in my wallet to make everything I lost back. Oh boy. Well, the film festival is nearly upon us. It's a big day for us bartenders too, you know. We've got our tournament going on today as well, even if the film festival might overshadow it a little. I met up with Bermati earlier. He seemed perfectly relaxed and normal, not at all nervous about the tournament. I'm hoping to enter next year's tournament as well. I really need to learn how to take a page out of his book and not get so worked up.
Do you know? I hope to see you again.
Oh, you're back. Well, it's finally showtime for the big film festival. We in the entertainment business are going to have a lot to keep an eye out for. Personally, I'm really keen to see what kind of parade they end up putting on. I've heard murmurings about Mr. Gotti and the apparently outrageous surprises he has planned, but what they are is anyone's guess. Whatever happened to that guy? You think he's just sick? Out sick because he tried the Orbital hookah? Maybe? Either way, he's back. Thanks to Edith's police stepping in and helping out, the situation has calmed down a little. Personally, though, I'm still on edge. I still plan to take part in the Carnal Cavalcade and will be getting ready for it soon. But I can't say I'm quite as excited as I might be having to provide security from inside the parade. That is fair. No, I'm glad. The film festival's still carrying on as planned, and all that Orble hookah stuff didn't turn into a big to-do. I was helping to get the parade float ready, and then that whole thing is shaking up to be more spectacular than I expected. Our shop's partnered with the film festival, so I'm keen to do my part and make sure it's a big success, as big a success as it can be.
Hey, welcome.
I don't even have any Sepith. In addition to the police doing their mass confiscation, something seems to have happened to Vegas Film sometime last night. Nevertheless, the film festival itself has commenced without incident, and we're seeing quite a range of customers, which makes me happy. You still have your weapons on the shelf. It's important to take advantage of events such as this, so we can share the charm of our Central Eastern wares with more people.
What can I do for you?
Oh, did I ever, she has a new weapon. She couldn't get it the day before, but I did. Okay. Okay. Well, if the film festival's underway, and thankfully, everything seems to be going smoothly, which is a relief. I was really worried last night that those hookahs the police rounded up yesterday would have some sort of influence on people. You all seem more relaxed compared to yesterday. That's reassuring. I can rest a little easier today, I suppose. I still have to take responsibility for my part, however. Any customer with a receipt will have their lost hookahs refunded by me.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
And nothing new.
We await your next visit.
I did have my theory about what's going to happen. My only thought that came up is they knew that the Orble hookahs were going to be found out at some point. There's no way they didn't, which means whatever people smoked, I feel like, is still in their system. And if they can make the Genesis react to anyone who has that in their system, that would make mass panic at the festival. And if they gave it to Shahina when she's dancing, then her dance might, like, proc it. So that's my thought about what's going to happen. I have no idea, but that would be really interesting if it happened that way. I don't know. Maybe nothing serious happened. Maybe their big plot is they're going to come out and just bomb the parade. Literally bomb it. But that feels a little lazy. Like, I feel like it's got to be more devious than that. Thankfully, the police haven't had any major contact with us since everything took place last night. Our owner is doing a recall and offering refunds to affected customers. If that's the worst we have it, I'd say we got off lucky. At this point, I just want to help with the film festival so that our city can keep growing. Which one's Laurel? Oh, I think it's you. Yeah. Things got so out of hand yesterday. I can't believe what I did. Oh, what does it matter? It can't get any worse now. Shayla's not sweating it. I just gotta roll with it the way she does. There's only one way to turn this whole mess around. Enjoy the film festival so much, I forget I ever embarrassed myself.
Well.
Phew, it looks like we're not gonna get charged with anything for smoking those Orble hookahs. I was so scared for a minute there. Now with that weird feeling out of my system, I can go back to enjoying the film festival like I was supposed to. The shop clerk said we'd be refunded and stuff for our trouble too. So no harm, no foul in the end, I guess. We can only hope. Oh boy. Well, let's pick this up first.
Let's see what we've got.
Tonight's the big bartender competition. I know exactly what kind of cocktail to make too. The problem is I can't get my hands on the ingredients in time. I was hoping to speak to you all about it. I'll be waiting at the poolside. Okay. Looks like Bermati's got some work for us. He's always so good to us. We should give him a hand. Man, this film festival's turning out to be bigger pain in the ass than to secure than I thought. Hope we get bonuses for our trouble. Guess nobody's caught on to me going to the casino and smoking my hookah, though. I mean, nobody's yelled at me lately, so... Officer Vernier over there literally knows knows that you went there and abandoned your post. Who knows? I just gotta trust everything's good for now and actually focus on my job. He's getting fired next week. Ew, I didn't expect the film festival to be so wild and outrageous. I don't know if someone as ignorant about movies as me was meant to be here. All this energy is so much to take in. It's making my head spin. Ugh. That's me at any event. So far, there don't appear to be signs of any criminal organizations infiltrating the crowds. The fact that they haven't turned up, despite the festival already starting, is disconcerting. At least we got Fee with us. I guess we'll just coordinate with her and see what we can turn up. See, they're expecting like a bombing or something. But that's why I think that it has to be related to the people who smoked the hookahs. I heard something crazy happened at Vegas Films last night in the midst of all their film festival prep. You know, I haven't seen Mr. Dillon around for a little while now. You don't think something happened to him, do you? I know it's rude to gossip, but as a creator and all, it's hard not for my mind to run wild with this sort of thing. It's hard for my mind to not run wild, I feel, is the more grammatic. It's fine. Well, maybe we'll hear something later. For now, I'm just gonna try and get as much inspiration at the festival as I can. Wait, now that I think about it, they're probably more concerned with judging movies for the festival right now than to checking out our work. It might be best to just focus on checking out the festival. Maybe we'll bring in another film once things calm down around here. It'll give us time to apply what we learn here too. Oh, I just remembered that specialty. Wait, who are you? No, that's Nino. Nino's still talking on hers. I just remembered that specialty store across the street sells energy drinks that are supposed to help with fatigue. I'll buy you one. My treat for how hard you've been working. I'd like that. Thanks, Nino. I can't afford to make a mockery of Mr. Gotti's carnal cavalcade with any regular mediocre dancing. No, sir. I'm a new person, and I'm going to prove myself to him no matter what. Not as a performer, but a fellow budding film director. Okay.
Well,
I was a little confused there. Uh-oh. From what I can tell, some big cases going on, and the cops have dragged Nate in to help take care of it. I get that detectives can be busy. I can be patient and wait until his case is over. But I'm going to have a talk with him later. I don't want him getting into the habit of leaving me hanging like this. It's just not fair. I don't know what he can do about that. Now that she's aware of it, he can only say, I don't know. It's in the contract. You have to. Finally, the film festival is here. It's so exciting. It's not a traditional sort of festival, but girls of my generation tend to like events like this anyway. I can see why older folks are maybe raising an eyebrow over this, but what's the harm in it, really? Apparently, when the Oasis was rejuvenated, we went crazy with festivals then too, so it's not like it's unheard of. Really?
Thanks a bunch.
That would make sense. All right, give me a minute. I gotta rehydrate. All right. Avoid there. Yeah, and we'll just go down here and then Bermonti last. Now that this is how you hold a festival, this is the kind of energy I live for. Who cares what happened yesterday? All that matters now is how well my dulcet baritones can add to these amazing festivities. Let's light it up, folks. What do you say? Oh, and don't forget to order some food while you're at it, too.
Look around, all ye's out.
Just make some festival popcorn. Why not? It's just the normal popcorn. I'm so glad my mom is enjoying the film festival now. At first, she wasn't sure if she'd like it. Now I just hope I don't lose her in the crowd. We came so far to enjoy the festival. Ideally, I'd like to make it back home together in one piece, too. So this is Tharbad's idea of a film festival. It's certainly different from what we have in Messeldom, but not in a bad way. It seems like the kind of event you can simply turn off your brain and enjoy yourself, even if it is rather flashy. For all the pageantry of Mesledom's festival and the authority of its judging, it can get rather stuffy sometimes. This, on the other hand, has a more fun, lighthearted mood. And the traditional hookah I tried this morning was pretty good too. Oh good, you got a normal one. Oh, it's you guys. Thanks for saving me yesterday, you guys. When I got back, I passed out like a rock. I slept for so long, I was shocked to wake up and see the big festival was today. Heard someone who got kidnapped. You don't sound too worse for wear. You bet I'm not. A little shut-eye was all I needed to make that anxiety go away. I'm good as new. Besides, I smell a big scoop waiting in the city. Even bigger than I figured. Something's out there. I can just feel it. My business with Dingo can wait. I gotta get out there and do some digging. You know, you're tougher than you look. Mario, not losing heart after such a frightening experience. I'm impressed. Of course, I'm hard as a rockness is my middle name. Or my 5 middle names, anyway. I'll keep hounding that guy for as long as it takes until he changes his ways. I'll never give up. Oh boy. Dingo seems to be pursuing a lead. Well, the two can play at that game. I'll get my scoop, and then he'll have to acknowledge me. With the prince and all those other bigwigs hanging around the hotel, there's gotta be something juicy waiting to be unearthed.
Well...
Sure.
I never had an interest in the entertainment industry, but I had to see this, knowing the royal family invested in it. And you know what? This is far more amusing than I was expecting. Maybe I need to make similar investments myself. But I can figure that out later. Right now, I need to make the rounds among all these wonderfully powerful visitors. I plan to get plenty of dirt on the more spineless ones during this event. It's quite clear what direction Elsime's and Valis's investments are taking. If things go according to plan, it could be one step towards extending my business into Valis as well. Nope. This event is even more lavish than I expected. I guess I shouldn't have expected any less, what with the royal family's own money at stake. In fact, I heard that the prince himself has contributed a lot to the film festival. There's probably a lot I could learn from him, being so flexible in how he chooses to spend his wealth. If I get the chance to meet him, it might not be the worst idea to have him advise me a little. I'm surprised my father is so impressed by the film festival. He used to never care at all about the entertainment industry. A good bit of it probably just has to do with him liking glitzy things, but at the same time, it feels like we may be onto something here. Either way, hopefully this film festival will provide insight into how to go about collaborating with Kalia in the future. Kalia. I'm so nervous now. I was feeling weirdly optimistic yesterday, but not anymore. Probably because it's a big day. I don't know how I was able to relax around the hotel yesterday like it was nothing. Oh well, it is what it is, and now it's up to me to be strong and get out there into the film fest, into the festival. Out there into the festival. This hotel is actually playing a host to 2 events right now, a banquet for film festival award winners and the bartending tournament. Despite yesterday's goings-on, I'd like to believe we still managed to offer a superb venue for a successful festival. In light of all the concern for the festival staff and guests had until yesterday, we want to do our best to put those worries to rest. My workers finally calmed down this morning, but until yesterday they were acting quite strangely. Post-film festival, water and orbital energy consumption is bound to go up. We need to be prepared to handle such a load. We can't afford to disappoint our Central Eastern VIPs in particular. This is only the beginning of Tharbad's growth as a city. Sure. Finally, the festival's kicked off. As it happens, we're in charge of security for the festival grounds. Safety's not our only job, though. We're also expected to pitch in to make sure the event in general goes off without a hitch. A particular concern on our part is that airship. Prince Sharid clearly has high hopes for the success of the festival. All the more reason for us to give 110% and make all this a big success. We can't let a man of his stature down.
I'm glad the film festival was able to start fine. I heard something happened over at Vegas Films. The festival sponsors and staff members staying at this hotel were all quite concerned. The Crown Prince's own hard work was instrumental in keeping the festival on track. For our part, it's an honor to serve as a venue. Okay, that is everyone downstairs. Oh. Just you three again. Our hotel will be hosting both the award ceremony and subsequent winners banquet. And I hope I can be useful during it all. I want to show the winners my appreciation for everything that they've done. I might not be able to enter the bartending tournament, but if I can serve the winners well, that's more than enough of an honor for me. The film festival is truly remarkable. Oh god, you guys are facing out. What are you looking at?
Oh, probably the float.
And not just because you can meet so many famous Calvardians and actors and directors either. The scale of the event is simply breathtaking. We certainly don't have anything like this back in Elsheim. I can only imagine the parade will be even more magnificent. The organizers are certainly getting their year's worth out of this event. I wonder what Munt thinks about the film festival. Perhaps if he takes a liking to it, the Bashars will decide to invest in it next year. In fact, if we had a chance to meet because of business, that could allow our respective families to forge better ties.
It seems the film festival has kicked off without a hitch, which is a relief. When His Highness contacted me late last night, I was rather panicked about how things would pan out. Everyone, however, was of the same mind as the prince. The event had to go on. No ifs, ands, or buts. Seeing as things seem to be staying on track, with any luck, I'll have good news to bring back home to the Principality. I'm relieved to see my daughter is enjoying the film festival, even if I had my reservations about that elder son of the Bashars. Be that as it may, I don't regret bringing her along. This remains a good opportunity for her to learn about other families and the business.
Whew. Okay, that is all of Tharbad minus people who are next to the main story events. So let's go. Wait, well, depending on.
Hell to the yeah! Bare skin as far as the eye can see.
Huh? What's so special about bare skin? Aaron, don't answer that. And please watch what you say around the child,
Yes, ma'am? No? No response from Aaron? Oh, that sucks.
Welcome. Cheers to Tharbad.
That was fast. I didn't expect to see you, darling, so soon. I didn't expect to see a post from you. Why go through the trouble? You could have rung me up directly. You know I wouldn't mind. I knew you were going to say that, but it's important to do these things the right way. I want to ask your help as a proper job, not just as a favor to a friend. Even if I do feel a little bad dragging you sweethearts out here over something like this. Don't sweat it. Sounds like a real bind to be in on the day of your tournament. May I ask what sort of cocktail you intend to make? Of course. It'd be hard for you all to do your job otherwise. Essentially, the main task of the tournament has been announced, so contestants can plan ahead. The judges want us to come up with our own version of the Tharbad Night. No prize for guessing what it's named after. Well, it's a prize all its own. I ordered that shit at the nightclub and it was great. Not too sweet, just the way I like it. Wait, you mean the other night? Yes, Fairy, when the boys decided to have a nice fun night out on the town. Without us. By themselves.
Don't mind them. You were saying? You silly palms. Anyway, normally a Tharbad night is blue. Reminds you of the desert sky at night, you see. You even sprinkle in some gold leaf cut into the shape of stars for good measure. I can see why they'd make a drink like that. The stars out in the desert are so pretty at night. Indeed, without the light pollution from urban areas, a clear night skies can be breathtaking. Exactly, it's a beautiful drink. You can see why they want us to put our own spin on it. For my part, I'm going to give it a little intrigue, you might say. I'm going for the life of an information broker and the sweet calm nights spent reveling in dangerous secrets in drink form. And I'm going to do it by adding a red hue to it, turning it into a gradient. Wow, it sounds so mature. Makes me wish I was older so I could try it. It does sound fascinating, and like something only you could make, Bermati. Oh, you too, as sweet as grenadine. On that note, for the redness, I plan to use the juice of a red cactus. They're hard to find, but the color is perfect for my needs. With that, I'm going to need to accent it with some black pomegranates on top. It's those two things you need us to fetch, right? Just so, strictly speaking, it's by no means unheard of to find these things for sale in town. But like I said, red cactus isn't as easy to get your hands on in the wild, so finding it at the market can be dicey. And as for the pomegranates, I specifically want ones from a luxurious kind of grown in Valis, known as nocturnal suns. I have heard of those. They get their name for their shining black luster that makes them stand out even in the dark of night, supposedly. They certainly do. Have been more shocked if you, of all people, hadn't heard of it. Those fruits also only show up once in a blue moon, and if they're going to be anywhere, it'll be the bazaar in the cultural district. Unfortunately, my pickiness has come back to bite me, and I'm nearly out of time. You would think I'd know better, but alas, here I am. I've dug my own grave, and now here lies Bermati. Rest in peace. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting to put your best foot forward to win. Can't see this crazy attention to detail not paying off when the time comes. Even so, that does not change the fact that we have little time to spare if we're to track down these ingredients. Yeah, especially since we're running on a tight schedule. We gotta make a decision. Done. Alright, we're in. You did a hell of a job analyzing that drug earlier. Least we can do is help with this. Oh hush, that wasn't such a big deal. But thanks, hon, I really appreciate it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Right now, we got squad. Where are we supposed to start looking for these things anyway? Luckily for you, a merchant in town offered me some clues. For one thing, apparently red cactus only grows in a particular part of the sand sea. A nasty part where the sandstorm tends to be brutal, no less, and making it hard for anyone to step foot in it. The way you made it sound, it's always a challenge at best to harvest. If that is the case, it would be nice if we could somehow obtain that juice without having to venture out into the desert. I think it would still be worth the trip, to be honest. It's risky, but it also seems like our best shot at success. Yeah, and when we were out there yesterday, we know our way around. It'll be fine. Very well, then. The desert it is. So, to sum up, we'll find the red cactus in the desert and the pomegranates lurking in the bazaar, if Lady Luck's on her side. We can start with either one, whichever's easiest to get to as we make our rounds across town. Thanks again, darlings. Don't feel like you need to go berserk just for a little old me, though. If it's too much, I'll live.
You have my support, Mr. Arkride.
Okay. Here, more. 2 ingredients. Fetch for me. Yep. There's pomegranate. You might find some in the bazaar. I hate to call in a favor like this when I know you're so busy, but I'll love you forever if you do. Thanks, dolls. You're welcome.
Taking off now.
All right, who's selling this? Oh, it's her.
Some spices, perhaps.
Can we talk?
Oh my, you're looking for a nocturnal sun too? Those are surprisingly in demand today. Is that to say we're not the only ones who have asked you about it? Right, there was another customer before you who bought them from me. She cleaned out my entire stock, all 10 of them as a matter of fact. All of them? Then does that mean you have no more left for sale? Yeah, that's what that means. Yes, that's right. I'm sorry to disappoint you. No, it's not your fault. We just got an urgent need for some, and are trying to find some as quickly as we can. Luck just wasn't on our side this time. We'll try somewhere else. Thanks for your time. Actually, before you go, can I ask what you want them for, if you don't mind? Well, sure, I don't see the harm in that. Basically, and explained. Ah, I see. Thank you for clearing that up. You know, you might want to talk to Filica. See if she'll let you have some of her stock. She's the one who bought them from me. Filica, you said her name was. Where is she located? She runs an ice cream stand in the entertainment district. That makes sense she would buy them then. She's a regular customer of mine. If you tell her I sent you, I think she may be willing to help. You can't make any promises though. We understand. Thank you for the advice. We sincerely appreciate it. All we can do now is attempt to negotiate and see what happens. Yeah, not like time is on our side here. Just run over to that stand. That cocktail's not going to fix itself. You're strangely eager to help, Aaron. What gives? In any case, I agree with Aaron. The entertainment district's clearly our best lead. He wants to try some. Thanks for talking to us, ma'am. Oh, no problem. Good luck finding those pomegranates. Okay. I'm going to head over there, but grab a drink on my way. All right.
Don't be shy. Take a look.
Bam.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, that's right. I'm the one who bought the Nocturnal Suns off Monier. I'm planning to make a limited time flavor of my ice cream and make a killing selling it to rich people with equally rich appetites. Sounds like you're a born merchant. You can respect the hustle. Events like the film festival are when I make the real money. It'd be stupid not to have something lined up for the occasion. Anyway, what brings you guys here? You on the pomegranate hunt too? Dan explained. Sure, that makes sense. But I've got to make a living too, you know. I can't go around giving away ingredients like these for free. But if you're to sweeten the deal and make it worth my while, I'd be willing to consider giving you some. What sweetening of the deal do you have in mind? Don't worry, we're not trying to be freeloaders. Tell you what if you go ahead and make some of this new flavor yours and we'll give you an honest review of it. A taste test, huh? I assure you, the insight we can offer would be quite valuable to you. Mr. Arkride especially has a very refined palate for sweets. In fact, he is something of a celebrity for it in such circles. Wow, I didn't know he was that famous for it. He's not. It's called upselling. Now zip it. All right, a deal then. I was thinking I needed some opinions anyway. I can tell this ice cream is still missing a certain something, but I'm not sure what. It's gonna be raw cacao or something. But I'll only offer the pomegranates if your reviews really impress me. How about 3 of you step up and tell me what you think? Sounds good to me. Let's do this. Van's gotta be one of the reviewers, obviously. You only offered to tell her what you think because you wanted to taste that ice cream for yourself, don't you? Be honest. Shut up. No, I don't, punk. Whatever you say, Chief. How about we have the kids be the other 2 reviewers? Really? Are you sure? That sounds like a really big responsibility. I don't know if I can give a useful review off the cuff like that. That is not a problem. You don't need to take it that seriously. Simply give her an honest opinion. Giving her an honest opinion will be helpful, I'm sure. If you're ready, I'll have that ice cream right up for you folks. Just give me a moment. Few minutes. Several minutes later, they received their ice cream and gave it a taste test. It's so sweet, yet kinda sour. I love it. It has a really good balance of sweetness and sourness. I could see this being a really great flavor to have during the summer. Other than that, well... Girls basically got it in one. This is an incredibly refreshing taste that goes perfectly with Tharbad's hot climate. I could have it over and over again, easy. Yeah, That's great. That's exactly what I was gunning for when coming up with the recipe. Here's a question for you. Are you using pure fruit juice for this ice cream? Yeah, that's right. Why do you ask? So, I think you got the sweetness right, but it could be taken better advantage of the sharp sourness from the pomegranate. Have you thought about adding some pulpit to your mix? It'd probably help change up the texture too. I did try that, and you're not wrong. It did add a nice accent. The problem is, even when I do that, it's still not punchy enough. What about the seeds then? I've never heard of mixing seeds into ice cream. Won't they be too hard and make it taste tart? Nah, think about it. The thing about black pomegranates is they like hot, dry weather. The fruit itself is big, while the skin is shallow and the seeds are soft and small. Something like a nocturnal sun, you can eat the seeds whole, no problem. They're actually not tart at all, quite the opposite. They smell nice and nutty. You get that in there and think you'll achieve an accent that offers a full pomegranate experience. Interesting. I hadn't given it so much consideration. Alright, you win. Thanks for such a detailed advice. Would 3 pomegranates be enough for you? More than enough. Are you sure you don't mind? Nah, a promise is a promise. How could I deny you guys after getting schooled so thoroughly? Yes, we did it, Anyas. I think Fan gets most of the credit for this one, Fairy. No, those from the hip reactions helped a lot too, girls. I'm glad you enjoyed the ice cream. That's what counts. Now I can make the perfect ice cream that'll really bring in those high-flying customers. I wish you luck with your new ice cream. I am sure it'll be a great success. Ah, thank you. Tell your bartender friend I hope those pomegranates help him make something special too. I'll be rooting for him. Will do. You're doing him a real solid. We appreciate it, and we'll get out of the way now. She only bought 10 and she gave 3 of them to us, plus we tested one, so she has like 5 left. Can you really make money off of just 5 of them? I feel like we ripped her off a little. We should have only taken like 2 or 1. Now all that's left is to find that red cactus, right? Yep. Next stop, the Sand Sea. Thanks for all your detailed feedback earlier. It'll definitely help me hone that ice cream so it's pitch perfect. Tell him I hope the pomegranates help him win something special. Make something special and win. I'll be rooting for him. Okay. I don't know why I tried to summarize that.
Then let's head over.
Alright. There is already a dangerous monster quest. Why was there a quest marker here? There seemed to only be 2 side quests, but we had another quest marker, so...
Wind flow is different today. It's blowing in a completely different direction.
That may be a sign that the sandstorm has moved elsewhere.
Perfect. We can get the rest of it. Alright, I'm gonna walk over there. Hold on. Alright, so I went and grabbed... did a bunch of random little fights on the way here so I could get some Sepith, just a little bit, and got 200 CP so we can look around without not having anything, so. The enemies all seem to be the same here, and they're not worth you guys are worth some. I do kind of want to fight you quick.
Watch it. That one's big.
Initiating combat.
They're 31 though, and when you're 36, 5 levels above, I don't think we're going to get any experience out of this, so maybe I don't fight anyone around here, unless I actually see a new enemy. But I'll test with these. Do these give anything? Is it worth my time? First of all.
Time for the main event. Up to you.
And then we just do another, and I only play Van.
Up to you,
Okay, back out.
I'm on it.
And switch to Van.
Take this.
That actually hits behind him, which is crazy. Oh, there was no... That was big. Damn, that devastating. Okay, you need to cancel that.
It's over.
These guys actually hurt. And they're badass looking. I really like this enemy.
I won't let this chance slip by.
Also, basically Susanoo.
Activate skill.
Have some more.
Miss Alphayed.
Activating skill.
Sucker.
All right, sir. Can you
I
die?
won't lose.
We did get our safe, secure route.
White heel.
Probably take that. No target.
Here goes.
All right, just back up.
Later.
This thing's dead. Whew. Okay. Come on, you gotta give me a bunch of Sepith. You're a big enemy. Oh, get out of that. Yeah, it's so big. That is a cool move. Shit. Forgot to heal. Ooh, you're fine. You're fine.
My move now.
Oh, come on. All right, damage down.
Take that. Take this.
That's my... Oh, I missed.
A boost.
Oh, I can get out. Okay.
Here goes.
All right, I'm going to heal up. It's the only thing I'm fighting based on this. You guys are taking forever. Uh-oh. Okay, I canceled it.
Let's deploy shards and compress.
Take this.
Unleashing shark strike.
You know what I just realized? I can back out right away when I deploy a shard. Wait, how much did I get?
You picked
Oh,
the
there it
wrong
is.
guy to fight.
You're a true professional, Van.
Not worth it. Not worth my time.
That looks like a nice chest.
30 Sepith at the most? Not worth it. But I had to test it. This elephant used to be worth quite a bit, but not anymore. Wow. This is the only thing notable here. Oh. What is that? Fearsome foe is prowling around. Wait, hold on. Remember there. Just don't want to go in missing health. Yeah, let's go.
I'll take you on.
Use a shark boost to get the upper
Crit.
activating drive.
Damage up.
Drive. A chance for a shard boost.
Don't I have a
Keep it up. It's working.
shield? Yeah, this thing's probably going to use arts.
Accessing. Initialize. Miss Alphayed.
And you, actually,
Boost would work
what
displaying
are you
information.
routine? Earth and wind. Well, I want to see what Mirage does. Oh. Oh. That is painful. Holy. Okay, you have a lot of health. Yeah, that would have killed
Chance
us.
slip by.
Jesus.
A chance
Okay.
for a shard boost.
Don't mind me.
Let's, no, you're paralyzed. You're probably not, I'm just going to stand here and then we're going to cast instead. Wind.
Activating drive. Use a shark boost to get the upper
Oh, why is Anya's last? She's the one who's going to be able to fix us. I'll try it. Oh, it worked.
Take that. Take this.
Perfect chance.
All right, you.
Boost would work here.
Yeah, this is probably not going off. You should probably just. You have a 0 art, so. Let's do that again. It's 1900.
Perfect chance.
What the hell?
Boost would work here.
Did he counter with that? I don't remember hitting with anything. What? Oh. Oh, I wish I could look at my shard skills right now. Does he have, like, counter with arts sometimes?
Maybe proceed with caution.
Interesting. I'm actually going to use this one.
Activating skill.
It's the end.
Activating skill.
I should have used it before, because I missed out on 2 free bars there, but Damn. Unfortunately, everyone was sealed. Ooh. So the shield does work as like an actual shield. Not like mitigate fully, but I had a different health bar and it just disappeared. So if I do this again, I was actually uncertain about this. Yeah, we have a 2000 shield that it's got to go through before it hits us. Okay, that's why I can still see my HP. I was a little confused about that, honestly. I do have hate still. I need to. You know what? Use your other 100.
Activating skill.
Hey. I think procs quite often. You go from the side and do that. Oh, that doesn't hurt at all. I'd please do more of that. More autos. You're really weak to Thanatos Jail, so. You are muted. Okay.
Activating skill. Activating skill.
This thing's resistant.
Payback time. A chance.
So, okay. Van and Anya still have a shield. Interesting.
This'll hurt.
I still have hates. If only I could proc that damage down. Temper, you do more damage when you're higher health, right? Or is it lower health? Actually, I think it's higher health. May have to go look at that again because I don't remember, but I wanted to do this. Almost 5K. Nice. Van, I just want to give him this. That one.
Love me a sugar rush.
Okay, our health is actually basically fine. I'm gonna get him in here. He has 200 CP. Not that I can use it right now. I guess we'll get a Falcon Talon on here. Oh, I can't get to the back. Mute would be pointless. Delay is pointless. Just attack.
Now you will fart.
This'll hurt.
No, I need 200 CP or 100 CP. There we go.
Here goes. Brace yourself.
Ooh. Never mind, it's dead. All right, 2,000. We didn't even get a level. Ooh.
Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys.
Thank you.
Or deposited.
That was gray? Why was that gray? There's nothing gray about that. We defeated a monster. Interesting.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
Oh, 4 and 2 on fire. Increased preemptive shard attack damage by 20. Oh. Well, that's really good. Now, who would benefit the most? Immediately thinking about it, it's red, so...
Don't worry. Citri's got your back. Switching to maintenance mode.
No.
Maintenance mode activated.
Maintenance mode engaged.
Fairy on attack 2 right here would benefit, or
activated.
Him on break 2 here. Because I get 8 and then 4 wins. All right, give me a minute. I'm going to look through the shard skills and see what I can come up with. All right, I decided to give it to Fairy, which gives her Gifted Start for just 4 wins automatically. So she gets Insight for the 1 turn on deploying shards. She gets Stealth because I have Mirage now, but I have Powerful Start 2, 50% chance when deploying shards to get Increased Strength Medium, and Auto Forte, which is chance of increasing attack when you're taking any action, which is just great for her. That'd be awesome. So she had the biggest benefit because
Maintenance mode engaged.
there's nothing in here I could really take advantage of right now as far as fire. I already have burst gain and stuff, so it's like that's fine. I couldn't get enough wind to do anything useful besides gale impact, which not that great. And for him, he only has a red only slot on shield, and for shield, Impassion Guard, I rarely hit defend. So like Impassion Guard's the only thing that would have benefited, and it's just not that great. I don't care about that right now. So
Maintenance mode engaged.
her X slot is basically where the only thing I was left with. So I opened that slot up and got that. All right, we have one more thing to do here. I'm gonna have to walk all the way back, but I had to go grab that. All right, we're back. I am going to get this chest right down here quick. I might as well kill you guys. You give free stuff. I just want to see, is this epith even worth it? Oh. High speed mode is
That one felt pretty good. Shall I fetch a cold
okay.
drink, Miss Alpha yet?
I get like 6. That's not really that great, but and an amethyst ring. Okay, I already have a few of those, but there's a red cactus. All right, there's the edge of the map. Just in case that teleports us back, I wanna get the rest of the treasure. Wait, is there even any more treasure? Oh. Oh, we're done here. Okay. That's it. I just had to make sure to map that. I haven't even looked at the trophies, so I don't know if there's even like a mapping trophy or anything, but mentally I don't want to leave anything unmarked. There it is, red cactus. Sweet. We should harvest a bunch of it and make it a killing back in town. Don't even think about it, pal. Let's limit ourselves to a small portion and be on our way. Wait. He had a good idea. Great. Now we've got both the ingredients. We should be good to go, right? Yep. Well, let's drop these off with Ramadi so he can do his thing with them. Why wouldn't you want to take a few extra and just make a little extra money? Man, do you not care about money? I think money's pretty helpful. Hi. You're back. How did you do, sweetheart? How did you sweethearts do? We did great. Everything you want is right here. You better be grateful, man. Ladish's wings. You don't have to be such a jerk about it, Aaron. Look, I just want a little appreciation for having to haul this shit all the way back, okay? Yeah. Thanks for being our pack mule sport. Now give this man his ingredients. Aaron handed over the red cactus and black pomegranates to Ramadi. Wow, you darlings really did get them for me. Please feel free to inspect everything to make sure it's in order. No, it's fine. You all did great. These are perfect. I couldn't be happier. Thank you all so much. You must be exhausted after all that running around. Look, you're still half buried in sand. That's okay. We're just glad to hear we did well. That you have. Now that you've done your part, it's my turn to deliver some results, so all the blood, sweat, and tears weren't in vain. And I'll start with a little test run and mix the drinks I plan to enter right here. Would you be kind enough to taste it for me? Hell yeah, I'll taste as many free drinks as you want to throw at me. Sucks to be you, small fry. So what if you're old enough to drink? You don't have to rub it in. For a couple of people who just went walking in blazing heat, you sure don't sound worse for wear, somehow. What a miracle. I thought you weren't supposed to drink on the job, but then again, this is part of the job. And here we are. It actually looks pretty good. I call it a charme de la nuit. I don't know. I butchered it probably. As I said, it's intended to invoke a quiet, sweet night. The kind you might spend, say, trading in dark, dangerous secrets. Damn, that gradient you've pulled off looks killer. The nocturnal sun adorned on top is also a very pleasing touch. It looks perfect. It came out just like you said it would. We don't know that for sure yet. Van, hun, I'll let you have the honor of being the first to taste it. Please, go on. You've earned it. Can't say I'm much for day drinking, but I suppose this counts as part of the job. Well, bottoms up. That is good. Real good. Crisp sweetness, comforting sourness. It's sublime, Bermati. You can taste the black pomegranate too, and the grainy texture it adds is a fun touch. It sounds like I have a winner then. That's a relief. But it only turned out so well because of everyone's hard work today. Thank you all again. I can now enter the tournament tonight at my absolute best. Damn right you can. I absolutely mean it when I say that with skills like yours, you're gonna knock 'em dead. Fingers crossed. I don't intend to pull any punches, that's for sure. I'm in it to win it. Okay, great. The old man's had his turn. Now when am I gonna get on the action, huh? I wish I could have some. Aw, no need to be so sad. I'm making some for everyone. Of course, the ones for the minors here will be a little less twisty. Yay, that's more like it. Thank you, Bermati. I'm glad you won't have to miss out after all, Fairy. What about you, Rosette? Want a sip? I suppose I can accept a drink given the occasion, although I would ask that mine be non-alcoholic as well, seeing as I'm on active duty. Dan and the rest took a short break to enjoy Bermati's specially prepared drinks. Soon enough, however, everyone got back to work.
That's a wrap.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
Is that really gray? What about that was gray? We got him ingredients, like, legitimately? It's fine. Thanks to everyone's amazing help, I've got a real shot at winning this thing. Maybe I'll whip up something for old Tingo and his squeeze Mario later. The cuties. You should. You should. Okay, there are no side quests? That's kind of a surprise. You know what? Let's go to Vegas Films first. Which I can just... Oh, I guess I can talk to people in here too. I can't believe what happened to our president. What's going to happen to the company now? I doubt we'll go out of business or anything. We were still able to put on the film festival regardless. It's just... our president's killer is still on the loose too. I'm really worried about how things are gonna pan out. Fair. I had a feeling President Dillon was always hiding something, but I never would have imagined he was working with criminals. You could say I have mixed feelings about the way he died. Guess I feel sorry for him, but it's hard to put into words. Still, I can't help but wonder what's going to happen to the company and our employees once the film festival's behind us. But at least the show goes on. For now, all I can do is focus on what's in front of me and hope for the best. Sure? Okay. Hey, Gumshoe, any progress in your investigation? It's you again. Where do you get off? What makes you think I have to tell you anything about how my work is going, huh? I mean, we were the first ones to find the dude. Can't act like we've got nothing to do with the case. It's going slow. We still only know the name of our culprit, Melchior. And obviously, that's only because he wrote it himself. True. That's a shame. I was hoping you boys would have found some leads on where the scumbag might be lurking, but guess not. We don't. We still haven't been able to ascertain how he broke into the building and then subsequently got out. We were able to confirm from the files left behind that the victim had connections with organized crime. But aside from that grisly graffiti, the perp hardly left a trace of evidence. Whoever he is, it's clear he's a skilled assassin who knows his business. That's spooky, Melchior. It would seem finding him will not prove to be an easy task. It's not like I really expected the cops to turn anything up in the first place. Well, excuse the hell out of us. I had to leave my girlfriend high and dry to investigate the scene, you know. I'm doing my best here. Nah, I wasn't trying to mock you, man. I'm just saying that's the sort of slippery bastard we're up against. It sounds like this isn't your first run-in with this Melchior character, Putting that aside, the perpetrator remains at large. I can only hope that nothing happens during the film festival. That reminds me, I heard you kids were helping out with security on the parade. Is that true? More or less. I wouldn't say it's anything official so much as just something we'll be doing as part of our assignment, but yeah. I realize it might be too late to say this, but don't go stepping out into anything too dangerous out there. Understand? Leave that kind of work to police professionals. We can handle it.
We appreciate the advice, Inspector. Thank you.
What she said. I'll keep it in mind. Come on, like hell you're going to. Ugh, what am I going to do with you all?
Detectives, please do stay safe.
No one denied that you were all helpful in obtaining evidence for the horrible hookah case. Or as Dylan said, hucka. I'll grant you that much. That doesn't mean you can stick your noses into whatever police business you like, especially not a murder case. Go play bodyguard or whatever else it is you're doing and leave the police work to the professionals. Understood? Great goddess, I never expected things to turn out take a turn like this. I'm supposed to be out there enjoying the film festival with my girlfriend right now, and here I am doing the exact opposite. I'm in it too deep now. I'm gonna have to do something big to make it up to her. Oh yeah, I heard you guys were the ones who managed to apprehend the Devancy brothers. Not that this changes my opinion of you, mind you. I'm just glad we have one less hassle to take care of right now. Oh, we acknowledged it. Yay. I do slightly feel bad for Nate having to take his vacation time off. I get it, but I don't feel that bad, to be honest. It's kind of funny watching him suffer. Just a little bit. Van, everyone, excellent timing. I was just about to come talk to you all.
Prince Farid and Najee's with you, too.
Not to mention our two favorite actresses.
And even Sylphid, it's a party.
That's quite the crew you've got here, Your Highness. What's the occasion?
Well, His Highness invited us over. We figured taking a bath here would be a nice way to freshen ourselves up for the parade and the award ceremony. As for me, I wanted to take a dip at least once while I was here, anyway, so I was hardly about to say no.
But, as nice as it is to be accompanied by such lovely ladies, I'd be a bit lonely in the men's bath, so I wanted to invite you all as well.
We appreciate the offer. What do you say, Mr. Arkride? We do still have time to spare before the parade officially begins, yeah?
You bet we're coming. Wouldn't dream of missing something like this. Not every day you get to rent out an entire bathhouse, after all. You'll take just about any excuse as long as it gets you in the door, huh?
Well, Van's not wrong, is he?
Cute. Number 4 spa scene. Ah, that hits the spot. Why did I turn on auto? Something about having the entire bath to yourself really makes all your aches and pains melt away. Aches and pains? Man, you are old as dirt if you're talking like that. Today's only just begun, Gramps. And yet, I know exactly what Van means. My schedule's usually more hectic than you might think. Times like these, where I can relax, unwind, and unburden, are a precious commodity. It's an opportunity to re-examine myself, inside and out, washing everything away and becoming a new me, in turn. See, this man here, he understands. That's exactly it, Your Highness. I've always felt that way. Bathhouses definitely serve a social function, but they're first and foremost a place to engage with yourself, at least in my opinion. And just so, with a mindset like that, I can definitely see you going far in life, Fan. Oh great, as if one old fart in my life wasn't enough, now I get to share a bath with 2 of them. Forget all that meditative shit. Let's have some fun. A little test of endurance. Who's in? You gonna turn up the heat? Did you hear a word I said? This is a sacred place. It's not somewhere you can just screw around in. Actually, I quite like that idea. Nothing like a friendly bout to bring 2 souls together in spiritual harmony. don't know about spiritual whatever, but at least I've got to take her. What about you? Too scared to take me? Not that I blame you when it's clear as day which of us has more stamina. Don't get so full of yourself, kid. Alright, you want to play, I'll play. Excellent. Finally, an opportunity to settle our unfinished business from back in the Sand Sea. They're talking about turning up the heat, obviously. Like, what? I would assume. As ever, I can hear our mighty men getting rowdy on the other side. Oh, for the love of men, my foot. They might as well be a bunch of kids. I'm gonna have to report this to His Highness's sister later. Probably for the best. She at least sounds like she's got her act together. Glad someone out there can make a dent in him. Speaking of someone making a dent, Judith, I noticed you've warmed up to Van and his assistants. How did that happen? Are you out of your mind? Exactly how do I look like I've warmed up to them? It's just a feeling I have. Oh, shut up. Don't give me that cheeky smile and a giggle. Are they in a different one? What? I guess they would be. So that's what happened to Ida. Oh my god, they're finally talking! Thanks for filling me in. I really appreciate it. Even after reading the guild report and talking to Alvis about it, something about it didn't add up. Just didn't. She sounds like an amazing woman right to the very end. She was. Yeah, she was. I really admired her. I was really hoping to get together with her, Zeno, and Leo one of these days. It's not enough to lose the boss. She had to up and go too, I guess. I'm sorry, Fee. No, it's okay. I'm sorry for getting all gloomy there. Besides, it wasn't all loss for either of us. It wasn't all loss? Huh? What do you mean? Well, she was something of an older sister to both of us, yeah? That gives us a personal connection, and now Oh, I see. And now we're coming together because of it. I don't know about you, but I feel like what we have could turn into something special. Yeah, you're right. Same here. Ida talked about you too, you know. I think she also wanted to see you again. I can imagine this is how she ever thought... Can't imagine this is how she ever thought we would meet up. But I'm so glad we got to talk. This has been great. I'm glad you think so too. I really wish it was voiced though. I wanted more of a fleshed out scene, I guess, with them talking, but it's fine. I know I'm no replacement for Ida, and I don't want to be either. But I am a former Jaeger. From what I've seen, I get the feeling our combat styles line up pretty well. Yeah? So if you ever have any questions on stuff, just ask. I'll be more than happy to help. Talk. Really? That'd be awesome. Thanks, Fee. In that case, can I ask you something right now? Sure. What is it? You see, there's something that's been bothering me ever since we came in here. All the other girls are... What's something Aaron would say? Packing heat? Or something like that? How can I be like all of them? Okay, that's about the last thing I was expecting you to ask. I'm sorry, do you think there's no hope for me? Well, it's true that Nina and Judith are really beautiful, and the other girls are easy on the eyes, too. Still, I don't think you've got anything to worry about. You still got a lot of time to grow. You'll get there. It's weird having Fee finally give this kind of talk to someone younger, because I swear this conversation's happened from Sarah to Fee? Or someone. You don't remember who. You really think so? Think so. I know it so. Or maybe it was just Milliam. It was probably Milliam. Actually, it was definitely Milliam. I know so. I used to be pretty similar to you until I had a growth spurt right around the time I turned 18. Hey, you two, mind if I join you? No, of course. And then they're gonna be like, oh, I hope I grow up to be just like Agnes one day. Quick question, Agnes. You go to Aramis, yes? Yes, I'm a first year there. Dang, first year and you're already like that. You remind me of a certain class president I know. A class president? Why? It's nothing, really. It's clearly talking about Emma. I think that was the class president. Anyway, Fairy, back to our discussion. Truth be told, it's also important to know your limits and recognize you won't have everything others do. It's part of being an adult. That's not what you said before. What are you two talking about? Forget it. It's got nothing to do with you. I can't even imagine what it's like having the things that you do. Huh? Why do I suddenly feel like the odd one out? I don't know. Why did I have to read all that? No, it's fine. Duh. How could I lose to a punk ass like him? Guess your age is catching up with you, huh, Gramps? I wish I could say you were wrong, but... Well, I, for one, had a fine time, even if I was the first one to lose. Thank you for joining me, both of you. We'll have to do this again sometime. This communing as men. But, buddy, if you want to commune as men, I know some good monasteries of the night, if you catch my drift. That sounds like a grand idea. Count me in. Your Highness, I urge you to consider your position before making such commitments. Pardon me, I was merely kidding, of course. Yes. No, don't be kidding. No problem. We'll have to be sneaky to make sure you don't get caught by your scary-ass bodyguard. Don't give the guy any ideas. I really wouldn't push your luck when it comes to that woman. For as silly as those guys can be, at least they seem to be having fun. True, but I don't know if we should be especially happy about it in this case. Anyway, I think we're gonna chill out here a little longer before we head out. We're counting on you guys to get us through the parade and everything else. Don't let us down. Not to worry, with us on security, everything's under control. You two ladies just focus on putting on a good show. Alright. You boys sure got nosy over there. Noisy. Whatever you three were doing, you sounded pretty into it. Not that I'm one to criticize. I've gotten up to my fair share of trouble like that before. I know how it goes. Yeah, I can imagine, knowing the kind of company you've kept over the years. We had a nice time. I got to hear all kinds of stories from her about what Ida was like back in the day. And she has so many interesting thoughts on Jaegers. Now that she's a bracer these days too, I love talking to her. I didn't think what I had to share was that interesting, but I appreciate it. If my experience can help you, then I'm content. Damn, were you guys talking about heavy shit that entire time while our dumbasses were horsing around? Not entirely. I would say that the latter half of our time spent in the baths was spent discussing more typical concerns of young ladies. Rosette, don't say it like that. You're going to give Aaron weird thoughts. Anyway, I'm glad I finally had a chance to sit down and spend time with Fairy. It was a good reminder that we all owe it to Ida, too, to confront Almada. That was quite the intensive match we had there. Such moments like that are why I love bathhouses such as this. Being young, your peers in the buff... Being among your peers in the buff and competing like that, you learn a lot about each other as men. Oh, I learned about you two, all right. Especially just how much the old fart here is getting on in the years. Yeah, laugh it up. Just remember, we're only 5 years apart. You'll be right in my shoes before you know it. 5. I guess he just turned 20, and Van's probably almost 25. Do I even want to know what you three got up to in there? Whatever it was, we could certainly hear your voices on the other side, and it all sounded rather colorful. Forgive our tomfoolery. That said, your whole group seems rather jovial, Van, even more than I initially surmised. Once the festivities are over and the case is truly behind us, I'd love to do this again. Not for business, purely for pleasure. Glad you enjoyed our company, Your Highness. It means a lot coming from a man of your stature. But if we're gonna have any more competitions, can it wait till I've trained up a little? I don't want to lose to this punk ass again. Somebody's a sore loser, huh? Accept your fate already, old fart. Your time has come and gone. Very well. I'll hold off on any more competitions until I've trained as well. But it is in the cards now. Remember that. Now that I've worked up a decent sweat in those baths, it's time to turn my attention back towards the film festival in earnest. I am here on behalf of my father, after all. It's my responsibility to see this event through, especially in light of what's transpired. Luckily, my head feels so clear now that I'm confident I can give my speech in completely off the cuff. I won't need any script to back me up. We could hear His Highness loud and clear, all the way on the women's side. You can and should tell the prince off when he starts to get out of hand in such situations as that. You have my permission, in fact. Doing so will not offend the royal family. If anything, he could stand to be more disciplined, like the Prince of Erebonia is said to be. I know it's not going to be much coming from me after all that, but you never catch a break, do you? Must be hard looking after him. Oh no, it's all part of my job, and as his bodyguard. If anything, I consider it an honor to be able to serve someone as unique as His Highness. If you say so. Still looks like a tough job to me. You know, Najee was pretty quiet while we were all in the baths together. But she looked amazing. Holy smokes, her body's unbelievable. Oh yeah? You're telling me there's more than meets the eye underneath that trim suit of hers? Because now that you mention it, I can certainly believe it. Indeed, I myself was quite impressed with her musculature, seeing it up close. You would not know it otherwise, but she clearly maintains an extensive routine. She was taught as a bowstring, with no slack at any point. I stay on top of my royal sword fighting training. That's why. I've never given much thought to my appearance, but it is a nice testament to my training to be complimented for the resulting physique. That's one way to look at it, I guess. Whew. Now that the prince has had his fun and appears satisfied, it's time to return our focus to the task at hand. As representative of the principality, His Highness has spent much of time and effort trying to get to the bottom of all these mishaps. I pray the event goes as planned and his work is rewarded. I know how much he's personally looking forward to it, but we'll see. It was nice of the prince to invite us here. I finally got to take a load off my shoulders for a little bit. We're all ready for the parade on our end, so until things kick off, I'm going to take it nice and slow, save my stamina for what's to come. It's so important to relax when you can. That soak in the baths really helped me soothe my mind and body. I just hope Shahina's not too nervous going into this parade. It's a lot to have foisted on her all of a sudden. No, I have to believe in her. In fact, I do. Judith and I both know she can do it. Everything's going to be just fine. All right, you. I can't believe His Highness would grace us with our humble hammam with his presence. I heard he was an affable guy, and he is, but it's hard to not get nervous serving someone with such a high profile, you know? I gotta make sure everything's running perfectly so he enjoys his visit. I've got to. I can't have anything embarrassing happen while he's here. Compared to yesterday, our customers seem to a lot more calm now. Really, the whole city is. What was going on before, I wonder? I haven't seen those orbital hookahs either. I heard they were laced with something that was the cause of all that chaos. Anyway, if that's the case, why not take a break here? Flush out all the bad stuff by working up a little sweat.
Welcome to the Marjan Hump.
Yeah, let's, just in case this day counts.
That's the stuff.
The steam feels...
Does high speed?
pleasant.
Oh, it does. That's the only time it feels like high speed's actually on.
Top of the world.
Glad to see you enjoyed yourself.
Everyone has full CP, thank God. All right, let's do that too. I want to see what our goal is for the next episode. After we've done all the main story spots, this is the only one. Yeah, only one left. Oh, hey guys, morning. Good to see you're brimming with energy after all that craziness yesterday. How are you doing, Sarah? Are you holding up too? Yeah, I mostly feel fine after getting some sleep. Thanks for asking. But I've decided to have Shahina fill in for me at the parade anyway, just to be safe. Oh. Sarah was just helping me put on the finishing touches to my act, as a matter of fact. You're gonna do great, Shahina. After all that practice you put in yesterday, there's no way you won't. Thanks, Fairy. You're right. I'm gonna go out and blow everyone's mind. And I'll show them a dance they won't ever forget, believe it. Oh, yeah? Someone's feeling fired up. I mean, you saw what happened yesterday. Both me and my sister got kidnapped, not to mention all the other stuff. That had to be literally the nuttiest day of my entire life, no doubt. So you bet I'm gonna make up for all that stress by making today the best day ever, by a long shot. It's gonna be so good, we won't have time to remember any of the bad stuff that's ever happened to us. Nobody will. But it'll only happen if I give it my all. That's why I'm so amped up. Your resolve is truly admirable. With you there, I'm sure the parade will be spectacular. And Sarah, I know you want to... Wait, I want you to know you've got nothing to worry about. I can handle the spotlight. I'll shine as bright as the sun when I'm dancing on that float, just like you would. Brighter than anyone else around, in fact. You can count on it. Shahina, thank you. I'll be watching from the crowd, rooting for you. Also, thank you so much for looking out for us. I know we've really put you through the ringer the last few days. Nah, it's all good. We took this job knowing it might not be easy, but we'll see it through. Van, what was that about? What was this specifically about? What do you know? There's one thing I want to make clear, Shahina. We've done our best to minimize any uncertainty going in today. I can't promise that the film festival will go completely without a hitch, but I can promise that whatever happens, we'll take care of it one way or another. So don't worry about what might happen. Leave the what-ifs to us. You both go out there and live it up like you should. You bet. Thanks, Van. Yes, thank you, Van. And knowing you're here is so reassuring. I know I can trust you. I'm just hoping I'm imagining things either way. All I can do is focus on the here and now. Whatever happens, happens. What do you mean? Oh, his nose is going off. He's got the scent of something's wrong here. I don't know if he knows anything specific, but he knows Shahina met with someone bad, and something bad is going around her. Okay, we finished making our rounds. Nothing out of the ordinary so far. Not much else to do except chill out and wait for the parade to start. Okay, from the travel menu. Okay, so that will start all of this. You guys have nothing to worry about. I'll shine just as bright in that parade as my sister can. It's easy for me to forget sometimes, but I know just how much Sarah has struggled to make sure we make ends meet. So getting on that float is the least I can do to pay her back. I'm gonna dance so hard it'll be even better show than she'd put on. I'll be honest, it's a little tough handing over the reins to Shahina for the parade, even if Mr. Gotti and Prince Sharita are okay with it. And it's a really big responsibility for her. Between you and me, I'm a little anxious, to say the least. But after watching her practice, I know she's got what it takes. If someone has to take over for me, I'm glad it's her. She's going to be great. The fact that she's mentioning, I'm going to shine the brightest. I don't know. Everything about it just makes me think, like, when she went over here, and then that guy showed up behind her. Why is she okay? What did he possibly do to her? That Van would notice even. I feel like she's got a Genesis on her and she doesn't know it. Although, wouldn't that have lit up? I don't know. It would light up. It would light up. It should. But it didn't. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. I'm starting the next episode right away because I'm very curious how this is going to go. But thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.
「